A story is always told in this country of how in 2007, Raila Odinga and his ODM brigades started celebrating their victory prematurely. They embarked on drinking, celebrating, and even discussing how they were going to share positions. But you all know what transpired. Mwai Kibaki was eventually declared the president-elect of the Republic of Kenya. Raila Odinga was never sworn in. In fact, Mwai Kibaki was sworn in at night. I have been following William Ruto's politics and the entire UDA brigades and the kind of confidence they have. And I want to tell you that in August, the entire UDA brigades are going to be shocked and they are going to be surprised. I'm saying this because the kind of confidence and arrogance they are exhibiting is the exact kind of confidence and arrogance which the ODM party at that time exhibited. But of course, we can say that a lot of water has passed under the bridge. But I've also been observing the latest opinion polls very closely. I've been observing where the deputy president has been leading or is leading, and also in opinion polls where Raila Odinga has been leading. I've been observing them very closely. And I've looked at those figures and I keep on wondering, where are UDA supporters getting the kind of confidence they have? I also know that I interact with most of them online here and offline. They will always tell me how William Ruto is going to sweep, for example, in Nairobi. And the question which I've always posed to them is that if William Ruto is going to sweep Nairobi, just show me the numbers. When you tell them that, they can't go further. So the truth of the matter is that based on the opinion polls which I've been observing, one thing is constant, that there are opinion polls in which Ruto is leading, and from those opinion polls, you can clearly tell that there are regions he's gaining, which are predominantly ODM or Raila, and there's those where he's losing, which are predominantly Jubilee or Uhuru. The same to Raila Odinga. There are regions Raila Odinga is gaining, and then there are also those regions he's losing based on the opinion polls. So that's a constant figure. But what I know and what I'm trying to figure out is the kind of shock which awaits William Ruto's brigades. So in this video, I want us to look at why I strongly believe that Raila Odinga is actually going to shock William Ruto and his UDA brigades in August general election. I could be wrong. But before we get into all those, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click that subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys, and I want to make this request to you guys personally. Give this particular video thumbs up. Just click that thumbs up now. Drop your comment, and also if you can, share this video. That's how you can help the channel. And importantly, you can also click that join button so that you can be part and parcel of the channel, contributing like $1 monthly, which is not much. Now, let us get back to the main issues. Who do you think is going to win between Ruto and Raila in August general election? In your own opinion. I want to tell you that the answer actually determines the kind of personality you are. There are those who will say William Ruto, and there are those who are going to say Raila Odinga. And the truth of the matter is that this channel might not give us the correct answer, because there are people who might not vote, and also some people might believe that it's pro Raila Odinga, so Raila Odinga might win here. But if the same opinion poll is conducted in somewhere else, Ruto is going to win. But why do I think and strongly believe that William Ruto and his brigades are going to get shocked in August? I want to be very brief. My point number one is the kind of confidence they are exhibiting and the way they are underrating their opponent. That's exactly what Raila Odinga and his brigades did in 2007. Raila Odinga and his brigades believed that they had the Western Alliance, the Luos, the Luyas, the Kalenjins. Nothing was going to stop them. They forgot that votes are not about you going to the polling station and casting that ballot. Results are normally determined by several other things. Unknown to them, even the way voters were registered was skewed. And I was listening to Ambassador Mwaura the other day during Mwai Kibaki's funeral service. Ambassador Mwaura was very clear that he went and told Mwai Kibaki that what they are witnessing, of course the results have started trickling in, was going to be a replica of the 2005 referendum, that the country was rejecting President Mwai Kibaki. But when he placed a phone call, or when phone calls started coming from their ground team, now I'm talking of the deep state, they assured them that kura zetu bado hazijaanza kukuja. You remember the case of Tarakanidi, which had 80,000 votes for Kibaki, while in real sense registered voters were less than 30,000. So William Ruto and his brigades are so sure, they have confidence, and they're underrating every other person. You go to Nairobi gubernatorial seat, they are sure that Sakaja is done. You go to Nairobi Senate, they are sure Margaret Wanjiru. You go to women rep, they are sure Millicent Omanga. That kind of overconfidence is going to cost them if they're not careful. Number two, why they're going to lose is their brand of politics, which is populist politics. And I want to show you, demonstrate to you. Yesterday but one, President Uhuru Kenyatta talked of something, that his number two absconded his duty. After that, yesterday and today, I'm seeing kofias, t-shirts, number two, some of them all seasoning Boge and number two. That's exactly how Jubilee operated last election. I remember a gentleman just lining up to cast his vote. This gentleman was carrying Githeri. So they just took a photo of that guy, and that guy, they made him a hero. 3 months later, the guy was given presidential commendation, a wasted opportunity. If you study UDA politics, it's populist in the sense that they always want to prove a point that their opponents are weak. You know, you try to prove that your opponents are weak and that you are strong. So that if Raila Odinga were to go to Mount Kenya region today unannounced, he will get good reception. But if Raila Odinga were to announce that I'll be going to this region today or tomorrow, he's going to be heckled. The implication of that is that these guys are so obsessed with populist politics to an extent that they can even hire people to heckle others. Those are the truth. Sasa Hawi. So those are the truth. Now, again, they always believe on some numbers which are perceptual. The reality will also come at some point. And that reality is what will define their politics. So the truth is, BP Ruto and his brigades are embarking on populist politics. Someone was asking a very important question the other day. I was just following some conversation online that William Ruto was widely cheered in Othaya. And someone just asked a simple question. Where were these people when UDA nominations were being conducted? Just a simple question like that. So it simply meant that someone hired people to that region on that particular day just to prove a point. So that's the kind of thing. Number 3, and this is what should worry the DP, is the Mount Kenya factor. The question is, what is William Ruto's real percentage in Mount Kenya? That's the question. Are they a silent majority, or is he just okay? The other question is Raila Odinga gaining in the larger Mount Kenya region? And if Raila Odinga is gaining in the Mount Kenya region, where is William Ruto losing the numbers? Now, TIFA, for example, released an opinion poll today. In that opinion poll, in Mombasa, Ruto has lost by 5%. I know many people will believe that Ruto has actually gained in Mombasa. I'm talking of Mombasa as a county. The truth is, if you look at the voting pattern of Mombasa, there's a percentage of the Kikuyus there, which voted for Uhuru. If you look at the gubernatorial candidate, Suleiman Shebal, in 2017, and Uhuru's vote, they're almost the same, which means the Kikuyu nation in Mombasa voted for Uhuru. But now, this Kikuyu nation are now splitting. 30% of them are going to Raila. William Ruto is also gaining in that region, but again, not with that huge margin. And that's why Tifa is saying that Ruto has actually lost 5%. Because if you lost 10% and you gained 5%, basically you've lost. And then there's this silent story of tribal dominance, where there's a feeling that the country has actually been led for 60 years by 2 tribes. The counter has always been that 2 families or 3 families. That it is Kibaki's family, there is Uhuru Kenyatta's family, there is Moi's family, and there is Jaramogi. While in real sense, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was fired for fighting for Kenya. He served as a vice president for only 2 years. That was in 1960-something. From 60-something, the only time that Jaramogi again was elected, I think, was in 1992. So there's that strong feeling amongst Kenyans who are neither Kalenjins and Kikuyus. These people should worry Ruto. They should worry Ruto because they also believe that power should actually exchange. Just like previously, there was that feeling that the presidency could not cross River Chania. So the Kikuyus were so excited when it crossed that River Chania. Again, the rest of the country are silently praying that the leadership of this country should actually be extended beyond the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. And that explains why there was that bitterness, especially in Nairobi, when Tim Wanyonyi was asked to step down. Number 4 is Raila Odinga's political experience. When you are dealing with someone like Raila Odinga, who is experienced politically and now enjoying the state machinery, and you just think that you can easily just overrun him, you are wrong. And lastly, there is this idea of underrating President Uhuru Kenyatta in UDA party. The idea of underrating the influence of deep state. The truth of the matter is that deep state is deep. Deep state can give you the president, and there is nothing you can do about it. President Uhuru Kenyatta, being the president of the Republic of Kenya, has influence. Again, that influence cannot be wished away. So let us wait and see how all these events are going to unfold. But if Ruto and his brigades are not careful, I can assure them they are going to be shocked in August. Thank you guys for taking your time, and please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.